Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast, where motivation is a must and accountability is an expectation. Real men, real experiences, and real talk. The mission is clear: to become better versions of ourselves. Let's go!
What's up, YouTube world? It's the Man Cave.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome back. It's your boy Jay.
And it's your boy Mike. And we got a nice one for you today. Today starts is the first episode of a 3-part series. I'll get to this title after the other two, but next week it's going to be about what men look for in women, you know, in that companionship and that partnership.
There we go.
And then the last one of the 3-part series will be that dynamic in a relationship, whether it's marriage or just being in a relationship, the dynamic between a man and a woman.
Okay.
But what's that title today?
Man, so the title today is The Definition of a Man.
Ooh.
And so, Mike, I mean, we know he about to give us the definition of a man, but we got a lot to cover today. It's going to be crazy. Stick around to the end. Like, comment, subscribe.
Turn on those notifications so whenever we drop some heat like this, you'll be notified right away. So yeah, like Jay was saying, we got a lot to talk about, and this gets deep. Like I said, this is the first video of a 3-part series, and let's get to it. So what's up?
Yeah, man. So why don't you let everybody know what's the definition of a man coming from the dictionary?
So from the dictionary,
yeah.
Y'all ready? The definition of a man is an adult male human being.
Well, that's kind of vague, right?
Real vague, yeah.
So today we're going to be giving our perspective of a man. Okay, so basically you might not view a man the same way we do, but this is coming from us. Don't judge us, just take it for what it is. At the end of the day, this is a learning environment. We learn and we grow here. So let's get it. Mike, why don't you go ahead and
take us away. So I believe, and like Jay was saying, this is through our experiences and what our perspective. And what I believe is the makeup and the true DNA of a man is not only to be an adult male, like the definition said, but I believe it's pillars that a man needs to have. Right, throughout his life, he learns these pillars or he accumulates these pillars. The first one I would have to say is honesty.
Okay.
Right, and I know with everyone we go through ups and downs, and honesty is hard to come by. But when I talk about honesty and I relate it to what I think a man should be, I say honesty as a man who sticks with his word and sticks to what he says and makes sure it happens. He says what he means and he means what he says. And that's very important. And I learned that from a very young age. And I watched my dad prove that night in and night out. So that's one of the things. A second pillar that I think is very instrumental to the DNA of a man is being a visionary, right? Having intuition and having aspirations, right? So a man, I believe that a man should be one to lead. And no matter in what circumstance, especially in a family or in a relationship, I believe that a man should have the will to lead. He should always want to progress. He should not want to remain stagnant, and he should always want to look forward in a plan to try to push not only himself, but the people around him to make them better.
So, sorry to bounce off you, but that was actually one of my bulletins that I had or whatnot. So one of those was a leader,
right?
And so basically that's one thing about life or whatnot. You go through life and you see you see what's going on around you or whatnot, and throughout this journey of life or whatnot, you have to create your own path. So with that being said, a real man leads. A real man strives to go that extra mile in life, so we're not just taking life for what it is and just, laying down in that bed. No,
Right.
we're creating our life. We know what we want out of life, so we're going the extra mile and we striving to actually make that happen.
Every day.
There we go.
Every day. So another instrumental part or pillar that I think a man should have, a quality, is just always being true to himself and never pump faking or lying to kick it, as we say it. You know, I don't know if they even say it, but I just said it, so
Right.
that means we say it. A man is true to who he is, and he doesn't have any insecurities, which I want to take that back. We all have insecurities, but we don't let insecurities rule or run our life, right? So no matter what your insecurity is, if you need to lose weight and you scared about how you look in clothes or things like that, you need to go out there like you own every situation you're in or you're a part of. Don't let anyone create any doubt or put any doubt into you. Own the situation. It's easy, right? Preparation is the best thing you can do. Be confident in anything you do, whether it's at the gym, whether it's playing any type of sport, or whether it's at the job, or whether it's at home. Be confident in what you do. Back it up by what you see and experience, and that'll be it.
So, sorry to bounce off, but I guess that's just how today is going to be.
I'm
just going to be bouncing off you, man, because that's another one of my bulletins also. And basically, hold yourself accountable for your actions, for the things that you do and for the things that you don't do. Okay? So that's plain as day. Hold yourself accountable. If you want to do something, you go out there and do it. At the end, it's no excuses. Okay, we're in 2022. At the time where we're in right now, I'm 34. He's the same age or whatnot. But we're at the point in our life where we're not wasting no more time. We don't waste it all the time that we can. You know what I'm saying? So from here is nothing but up. So we constantly leveling up every day, meeting new people, trying to figure out new strategies to get things accomplished in life.
And I like that, and that brings me to my next one. I believe that a man who feels that or is going to make it in this world has to surround himself with the same type of ideals, right? And the same type of people, the same type of crowd, right? You can't be the only one in your group wanting to strive to be better, right? Wanting to make it to whatever profession you want, as long as it's legal. As long as one of those professions, right? And you want to be the best person in that profession, you need other people around you who have the same dreams and aspirations, right? You want to be able to network and bounce ideas off of those same type of people. You want to have the same type of peers so everyone can relate to whatever struggle you're going through. Right. Some might have the same experiences that you go through, and they might be able to help you out with that. So make sure you keep everybody in your circle, and make sure everybody that's in your circle have the same dreams and aspirations as you do.
Exactly. And I want to bounce off of that also. One thing that I would say is basically just being able to adapt to these different environments, because in this type of world and fast-paced world that we living in right now, you have to be able to make these quick changes and adapt to it and keep it moving.
At a drop of a dime.
You have to.
Right. Yeah. So, and then another key thing for me, and it'll bring itself to full realization after I explain it. It's such a simple saying, but I believe that a man has to love and honor his mother. Definitely. His family, his father too.
Yeah.
But his mother, because if you can find a man who loves his mother, and you'll find a man who loves his wife or his girlfriend or fiance. Women, we're the reason you're here, right? We know what you go through the 9 months, and even then some after that with postpartum, right? And we give you your flowers. Yeah. But you find a man who loves his mother. You find a man who respects women. You find a man that will give his utmost to make sure that you are secure. And that brings me to my next one.
Hold on. Before you go to that next one, though, right?
Okay.
Before you even get into that, right? One thing about what you just said is this, right? Imagine if there were no women on this planet, right?
I don't want to imagine that.
But just imagine.
Okay.
I mean, it's a tough one.
Right.
But think about it, right? Where will we be at? We are men. We probably wouldn't have dreams. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where we would be at as men
Right.
in this world without women.
Right.
So I know how ladies, they say, hey, I wish, you know what I'm saying, I want to be on the same level as y'all. Well, y'all are.
Y'all are.
We're equal. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that you ladies have to understand. Without you ladies, there's no us. You know what I'm
motivation.
saying?
You're our motivation to want to get better and push us. So
you know, we not gonna go that extra mile if y'all was not here. You know? So that's just something to think about. Food for thought.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
And especially for the next episode, because like I said, that next episode gonna be a good one too. It's what men look for in women. So please tune in.
Please tune in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes,
Do
yes.
that. One main key about this whole situation is I feel like a man, coming from my perspective, is one who follows God. And so the man who follows God, he follows right into his footsteps. Now, I'm not saying that I'm Jesus and I'm perfect. No man in this world is perfect. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm striving to be like God, be like Jesus, or whatever the case may be, then I know that I'm headed in the right direction. Okay? Also, I would say that your first impression means a lot, you know? So therefore, your posture, your confidence, and your presence are major keys in life, because you walk around with your head down,
back hunched. Yep.
I mean, it's like you already lost the fight. You know, so you have to walk with that confidence. You got to act like you own everything wherever you walk in. When you walk into a store or whatever, people, they gonna turn their head. They gonna be like, "Oh, who is that? Oh, this person is glowing. I really want to get to know this person. Never seen him. He didn't even say a word. But one thing about it is, it's the way that you carry yourself. You know, so carry yourself as a gentleman. Move accordingly.
I like that.
Okay?
I like that one.
You stand out.
So another thing I was talking about, or I wanted to mention, is from what I believe in is a man always continues to educate himself.
Boom.
Right? So a man who believes he knows it all is a fool. And I go by that. I live by that. I always continue to try to educate myself, because knowledge is power. Yes, it's such a cliche saying, but it literally is the truth. A man that continues to learn in every aspect of life will be ready to take on the world, right? And it's not only enough to educate yourself, you have to apply it, right?
Go.
So it's the difference between knowledge and learning and not being knowledgeable, right? So, and wisdom. So knowledge is knowing everything. Wisdom is knowing the knowledge and applying it. So make sure that you're not only knowledgeable, but you're applying it so you can become wise and use that wisdom.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. One that I do have is, let me see here. A man that is masculine, but at the same time, he could switch it up for his lady, okay, and be compassionate. So it's like that yin yang type of situation or whatnot, okay? You know, we go out in this world, you know, we have a hard exterior to a certain degree, you know, but at the same time, we got to be able to flip the switch and come back to our ladies or whatnot and let them know that they are loved, they are cared for. So I believe that's a major key, and we may elaborate on that in the next video.
You know what? We can, and we'll definitely elaborate it on the next show, but we can elaborate on it right now. And what you were saying, it struck home, and I think it's a different dynamic from that, right? Because as men, we have to go outside and we have to sometimes have that tough exterior on.
Oh, definitely.
And it's because of what's outside in the world for us. Whether it's at the job, or whether it's just around, if some of us still live in the hood or if we still have family around the hood, I mean, they can smell it on you. They smell fear on you. So we have to have that tough exterior. And sometimes when we get home, we forget how to turn it off because we're so used to having it on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely agree with that. And then it comes with another thing as far as, man, making sure that we're affectionate to our ladies and having compassion for our ladies. That does not make us soft.
It don't make you weak at all.
It doesn't make you weak. If anything, it'll introduce another side to your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance that they love, right? You cannot be a tough guy 24/7.
Not with the wife.
Not with the wife, and not in life. Okay. You know, and with a wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, you have to be able to tap into that other side, those other feelings, in order for it to work. You know, so that's my take on that. I really like that one.
I mean, basically, you just said it all, because my next one was gonna be there for her needs, and her wants, physically and emotionally. You know, so that's plain as day. This YouTube, we ain't gonna get all into that,
right?
But handle your business.
Handle your business.
Handle it.
Mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? So, and that's another thing I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Being a man just don't mean that you go in the bedroom and lay the pipe and knock it out.
Exactly.
And I'm getting straight to it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one aspect. And if you ask a lot of women, yeah, it's an important aspect, but if they had those other pillars, if you were feeding them mentally and emotionally, that physical part, that's why women can go so long without it for a minute, you know, because women are stimulated through their minds, fellas.
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul.
Okay.
And you start with the mind.
Yes.
And everything else will follow. So, man, it's not always about you. It's not always about the physical touch. And I know y'all fellas don't want to hear that. But like I said, this is through our eyes. This is through our perspectives. This is through our experiences.
Now,
this is what we learn.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. It's a lovely thing.
Oh, it's...
But you got to understand this, though. When you tap into her mind,
everything else will follow, bro.
That's a lovely thing, too.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna tell you things that she probably never told anybody in her whole.
And that's what you need to. That's the connection you need.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's our perspective of a man. Okay. Now, is it anything else that you probably wanted to elaborate on or whatever, as far as your definition, your perspective of a man?
Yeah.
I mean, we could go all day on this.
This is the topic, right? But I think to kind of bring it full circle,
right?
I think we just talked about what we perceive or what our definitions of based upon our experiences, and I consider myself a man, and I know you consider yourself a man. And we continue to grow every day. But there's this big misconception, this false narrative that's being pushed through social media, through the news, and through everyday life of what a man needs to be or what a man technically is. Fellas, do not be discouraged by social media, because it is all fake. It is just to get you feeling a certain type of way, which it might be depression. You know, because social media is only made to show people the good things, the good life,
the good times,
and it's life is not all about good times. It's about ups and downs and how do you get through them, right? So a real man, you're not defined by driving the flyest car. You're not defined by having the highest paying job. You're not defined by having the biggest muscles or being able to lift the most weight in the gym
or flashing a lot of money.
You know, that's not what we define as a real man. A real man has responsibilities. A real man takes care of what he's supposed to take care of, even when he doesn't want to take care of it, you know, day in and day out. So don't let social media define you. And ladies, we coming for y'all next episode, because y'all got a lot to do with that. You know, y'all got a lot to do with that. I'm not saying all ladies, but I know some that got a lot to do with that. You know, that false narrative. Ladies, that's not what a man is. And that's why we're here today, to let you know.
There we go. I want to elaborate on what made me the man that I am today, and
Okay.
it's gonna be real quick. You know what I'm saying? But to sum it all up, my father, you know, he was hard on me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the simple fact that he was hard. He had to be hard on me because I was hard headed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he helped mold me to be the type of person I am today. You know, we done been through our ups and downs. Pops, I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog.
What's up, Bob?
And another thing is, like, it's just our whole family dynamic,
Right.
and you know, the men that was in our lives
Strong, man.
going through our upcoming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, they helped mold us to be the men that we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally different from the way we grew up to the kids that's growing up now, because my uncle, he'd go upside my head.
Mm-hmm.
My pops, he'd go upside my head.
Mhm.
My pops, it don't matter. He'd go up. Listen, he'd hit anybody upside the head and let them know they out of line. You know, listen, the dude down the street, oh, you out of line, boom. You know what I'm saying? But that's my pops, though. He
Right.
just didn't play.
Right.
So he instilled that in me, and to this day, that's what got me just digging in the dirt and, you know what I'm saying, pushing forward in life, because I'm not taking no as an answer. If you say no, then I know it's 7 doors that's going to open up, and I'm walking right through them boys. If not, then I'm kicking down a door,
Right.
and that's how we doing it.
Right. And I feel the same way, man. Like, as a boy growing up, your first superhero was your dad, right?
Boom.
So that's all you want to be, just like dad. And in some aspects, I didn't see me being the same way as my dad, but as I've gotten older, man, I'm a spitting image of my dad.
Twin.
You know, so and it's just different things he does, like consistently reading,
Right.
working hard. I have never seen my dad not work. Right now he's retired, and guess what he do? He still works. My dad is a man who works with his hands. He builds things from scratch, and guess what I do? I do the same thing.
There we go.
So my dad is my superhero, and I guess that's the number one pillar, I believe, is just to have that strong male role model in your life that can show you the way, and not necessarily show you everything right, because it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
There's no list, there's no map on how to be the perfect man.
Right.
You're your own man, so you have to figure out what that is, but you always have to have some type of characteristics or pillars to hold you true to a root to what a man is.
Right. And so that brings me to this question, because it's like, we were brought up in a loving environment, or whatever the case may be, masculine men around us that's showing us the way. But now it's the generation that we have right now around us is young men that doesn't have that support system like how they should have it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's not a positive role model,
Right.
you know, or a father in the streets and he really don't care about his kid, or he's not even there. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of change that narrative or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could go out in the community and, you know what I'm saying, uplift the kids or whatnot, and just, you know what I'm saying, just talk to them and just build them up spiritually, mentally, and
So
the
that's
whole
a good
nine.
thing. It's a good thing
You
that
know?
you said that, because you know that I was in the midst of starting my own nonprofit, and that's the big reason to do it. And I already do some type of big brother mentorship in different school districts and areas. So that question, or to answer that question, would be to, hey, for the boys, first I'm going to address the boys. Find some type of recreational center around your neighborhood. Get onto whatever rec team, basketball team you can get on, and the coaches that are on those teams are usually good role models and people that can teach you just the basics of how to be grow from a boy up into a man. Sports literally molded me. You know, my dad showed me the way, but the sports and my coaches and my teammates, learning collaboratively, I learned how to be a man. And to address the men that are out here having babies and not fulfilling their responsibilities, I'm just going to say one thing: look in the mirror and check yourself. That's it. Like Judge said, you know, hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And once you hold yourself accountable, if you can look at yourself in that mirror and feel okay with what you've done, hey,
live your life.
Live your life.
Live your life.
Live your life. But just remember, that boy that will someday grow into a man would wonder why you didn't do what you needed to do. And that's all about being a man.
At the end of the day, that's your seed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's your seed. That's a mirror image of you. Now, if you want a mirror image of you going out here doing some crazy stuff, then that's on you. You're gonna go to the grave with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be a whole nother topic, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we hit everything on the head. You know what I'm saying? As far as
So don't forget to subscribe,
boom,
like the video,
do it,
leave a comment, because we want to know. Like you guys started to leave comments in the last video. We love that we reply to everybody, and we appreciate everything you guys are letting us know about and what you guys want to see. So we're gonna keep giving it to you, and don't forget to turn on those notifications.
Turn them on,
because you need to know when we put out hot topics. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, this is the first video of a 3-part series. Next video next Saturday will definitely be on what men look for in women. So
now, I don't think you want to miss it. I don't think you ladies want to miss it, or you men. You know what I'm saying? So listen, make sure y'all share this video.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Man Cave. My name is Jay,
and my name is Mike, and we out. Peace.